guys, it's Mrs. Lashley here again to deliver your phonics lesson for this week. So for this week, we're going to be talking about abbreviations. Now sometimes you see them whenever you're out and driving in the car, or if you've received mail, or you just see your parents or aunts, uncles, grandmas, grandpas, anyone who is writing. You might see them sometimes write these letters with a period at the end and wonder, what does that even mean? So we're going to learn about that today. So what is an abbreviation? An abbreviation is a short way to write a word. Sometimes words are super long and there's an opportunity for you to shorten it. So what words get abbreviated? That would be titles of people, and I messed up a little bit right there, sorry. But it would be titles of people, days of the week, addresses, months of the year, measurement, and time. So these are the words that would get abbreviated. So let's go over a few of them. For titles of people, sometimes you're going to say miss, but when you write it, it doesn't look like how you would have sounded it out. For example, miss is spelled M-I-S-S. But whenever you're going to write the title of that person, you would write M-S period. There's always a period at the end of abbreviation, so that way we know it was shortened and that's the end. Another one would be like Mrs. So, like for example, I'm Mrs. Lashley. It would be M-R-S period. The period again tells you that's it for the abbreviation. Then we have Mr. M-R period, Doctor, D-R period, Captain, C-A-P-T period, Junior. Sometimes kids are named after their dads or their grandfather, so they would become a junior. So J-R period. And then in senior, S-R period. Now for titles, since they are proper nouns, you would have to make sure that abbreviation is capitalized. You couldn't just do a lowercase m and then an S and period. You could, but it doesn't look right, and this doesn't give respect to that proper noun. Another one is addresses. So for example, for street, it would be S-T period. For avenue, A-V-E period. It only took a few of the letters, and then it was abbreviated. Road, R-D period. Lane, L-N period. Highway, capital H-W-Y period. And drive, G-R period. Now again, so since this is addresses, they are proper nouns since there are places. Remember, a noun is a person, place, or thing. So it is a proper noun since it's an actual address. You would have to capitalize the first letter of the abbreviation. Another one is days of the week. We've got Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. The abbreviations was only the first few letters of the word. They didn't do day, they just went ahead and did the first few letters, then added the period. So Sunday would be sun, period. Next would be Monday, mun, period. Tuesday would be two, period. Wednesday was W-E-D, wed, period. Thursday was thurs, period. Friday is fry, period. And Saturday is sat, period. So we've kind of learned a little bit about that when we were learning how to write letters. So if you ever wanted to write a letter, or if you're writing the date, you would use you can use the abbreviation of the day of the week. Another one is measurement, pounds. Now this gets a little tricky. Measurement has a different abbreviation that you do have to remember and memorize. And it's important to know those, because what if you wanted to bake a cake or make some brownies? You have to know the proper measurement abbreviations in order to know what you're going to be measuring out. A little funny story is sometimes you have to make sure for teaspoon and tablespoon, they kind of look the same. I didn't write them down here. They kind of look the same, so you have to make sure you look for the correct one, because if you were to go for tablespoon, which is bigger than a teaspoon, you would get a lot out of it. I accidentally did that one time, and Mr. Lashley thought it was so funny. So it's important to make sure you're reading and knowing the abbreviations. So we've got pound, which is like a long L and a B. Ounce, O-Z period. Quart, Q-T period. Pint, P-T period. Foot, F-T period. Yard, Y-D period. And inch, I-N period. We also have the months of the year. We have all the months and the abbreviations for them. So January would be Jan, period. February would be Feb, period. March is Mar, period. April is APR period. May, since May is already really short, you don't have to abbreviate it. So it would be May. Same thing for June and July. Since they're already really short spelling of their name, you don't have to abbreviate them. So it would be June, July. August is Aug period. September is Sept period. October is Oct period. November is Nov period. And December is DEC period. Then we have time, which is in the morning, before noon, it would be AM. In the afternoon, after 12, it is PM. So we go through, we're going to be learning about time soon. And when we go through that, you guys already kind of have a heads up of what we're learning. I wanted to talk about real quick how doctor is DR period, and so is drive DR period. But the way you would read it is you would have to know is that doctor is a person, so DR, if it said doctor, I'm going to pretend I'm a doctor. Dr. Lashley, that's a person, you would read it as doctor. You wouldn't say drive Lashley because that doesn't make sense. The other thing is drive goes at the end of a name. Doctor goes before a name. So for example, for drive, you might say, let's think of a street, Burrowstone Drive. So even though it's a, the drive is at the end, you wouldn't say Burrowstone Doctor. That doesn't make sense. So anytime you see the DR before a name, you would know that's doctor. You see DR after name, you would know that's drive, and that it means an address. If you have any questions, please let your teacher know and they can ask me to help. This week you're going to be going through your slideshows, and in your slideshow, you're going to see this video first, then another practice video. You'll see a picture of our anchor chart. You will have a practice where you have to type in the abbreviations of the given words, and then you will have your spelling test. Now on your spelling test, when you complete it, please make sure you're doing it by yourself, and also after you're done, it gets automatically sent to us teachers, so we will have your recorded response. Then at the end, the extension activity is indoor recess from Go Noodle. I hope you guys have a lot of fun with that. Please let your teachers know if you enjoy that and if you would like it for next week too. Or if you want 2 or 3 of them, I can do that for you. Have a great week, unicorns. We miss you, we love you, and stay safe.